final game of the night. Have a 2-2 record in this tournament so far. 23-8 on the year at the moment. Trying to improve to 24-8. Cadott 18-11 on the year, 4-1 in the Clover Belt. They are third in that division. They are 38th in D3 and 167th in Wisconsin. They are 128th in the state of Wisconsin. They lost one to the team we just beat, Volleyball. We beat them, so we should be good to go for this one. Cadott also beat Augusta 2-0. We also beat Augusta 2-0. They lost to CFC 0-2. And we beat CFC 3-0 away as well. We have a 2-0 lead early on this one. Two good plays to start. And the Lancers going strong. Trying to finish off the day with a win and a winning record. I did find my little sheet. And I looked at the dog here. They started a lot quicker than I was expecting. This one we sent over. Tipped and lands on the Lancer side. That was number 5, Burish, for the Hornets. Who brings it down to a one-score game, 2-1. In the finals for it all, it is Memorial High School, who is 7th in Wisconsin, and 3rd in D1, and McDonald, who is 18th in Wisconsin, trying to take out a big D1 school, and so far it's been all Memorial. They lead it 5-0 to start. Lancers get the serve back, lead it by 2, 3-1. Thompson serving. Good spot, saved, set up, and over the net by number 11, Emma. Set for Radical, sends it out to course, saved, and set up for a double hit on the Hornets. Lancers lead it by 3 now, 4-1. And Thompson will serve again. Back corner, too far, and the Hornets bring it back down to 2, 4-2. The back, received by Wales, sent up and over by Art to the back. Saved, and set across to number 11, too far. And the Lancers will now lead by 3, 5-2. And Art will serve again. Good spot, saved, and sent over, saved by Thompson back over the net, tipped around. Sent up and over by number 1, Donahue. Set across for Carstensen. To the back, saved. And set up for Libero, number 2, Harold. Thompson across for Radical. Blocked up immediately by number 7, Muldrum. And the Lancers now lead only by 2, 5-3. Serve received by Wales. Set for Carstensen, opposite corner, drops it down on the line as the Lancers now lead by 2, 5-3. And Radical will serve. Received. Set up for number 7, opposite corner. Tipped and land on the line. Either way, Lancers. No, they're going to say Hornets were in the net. No. Lancers were in the net. I was right for a second. That was Muldrum who sent it over. And number 10, Davis will serve. McDonald started to figure it out. They're within 1, 5-4. To the back, received by Radical. Thompson set back for Carstensen fading away. Opposite hand, gotta send it over. Saved and set across for Harold. Dislocation by Thompson and Radical. And the Hornets now cut it down to 1-6-5. So for back, received by Radical. Thompson set across for Reduke, off the net, saved. And set up and over, received by Zimba. Radical across for Reduke, tips it over, good spot, diving save. And sent into the net by number 10, Davis. Lancers now lead by 2-7-5. And Carstensen will head back to serve. The the back, receive, set up, and just tipped over, saved by Kazumba. Carson across for Thompson, off the net. Ball's on the Lancers side. Sorry, on the Cadott side. And sent over. Tipped and too far off the hands of the Duke. And the Lancers now leading by 1-7-6. And number 13, Winchell will serve. Carson set for Wales. Good spot. Jumping save. It'll be tipped all over to the back stands. Davis got a piece of it, not enough, as the Lancers now lead by 2-8-6. And Kazema will head back to serve. Good spot. Dug up and set for number 14. We'll tip to the back. That was Madison. Thompson, good tip. Saved. Set across, fading away, blocked immediately by Arndt, and the Lancers now leaded by 3-9-6. And number 7, Kazumba will serve. Receive, sent up, and tipped over by number 5, Burrich. Set for Arndt, opposite corner, too far, no tip, and the Lancers lead is cut down to 9-7. So to the back, received by Radical. Carson sends it across, and Arndt will send it over. Receive, sent up, and just over that, received by Carstensen. Thompson across for Arndt into the net, and the Hornets now within 1, 9-8. Back, received by Radical. Set for Arndt, good tip over, blocked immediately. Saved by Wales and sent over by Thompson. Sent up and just tipped over, saved by Carstensen. Thompson sets it across for Arndt, tipped off the net, saved. And set up for number 11 over net, saved by Arndt. Carstensen across for Thompson, tipped around to the back, sent back up into play. And sent over by Davis. Carson set up for Wales. Good tip over. Tipped around again. And set up for number 14. Blocked immediately by Arndt. Tipped around. And that one's not coming back. Lancers get the pressure on. Pull off at the point. They lead by 2, 10-8. Service by Wales. Receive. Set for Davis. Blocked immediately by Arndt. Sent back over. Saved by Wales. Carson set for Arndt. Arndt gonna send that one too far, but tipped off the sideline as the Lancers now lead it by 3, 11-8. And number 13, Wales will serve. Spot, diving save, sent to the back, too far, and the Lancers now lead by 4, 12-8. Memorial and McDonald still in a close one. Memorial still has a 1-point lead, 10-9. Wales still serving. Received. Set up for Davis. Blocked. And Cadott was in the net as the Lancers now take a 5-point lead, 13-8. They're halfway to a set 2 victory, and we have a timeout from the Hornets. Lancers going strong. They lead it by 5, 13-8 in the final game of the day for both teams. In the McDonald Memorial game, battle of the Titans. It's still a close one as Memorial now extends their lead to 3, 12-9 off their latest points. McDonald D3, Memorial D1. They both got pretty similar records. The 2 best teams in Wisconsin. First in their conference, 7-0 in the Silver Belt, 34th in Wisconsin, 4th in D3. And Memorial is 30-4 on the year, 5-0, first in their conference, Big River, same conference as Hudson. They are 8th in Wisconsin and 2nd in D1. lead it by 3, 13-10. Back to this game, Lancers lead it by 6, 14-8, with Wales continuing to serve off the timeout. Diving save. Set up for number 11, blocked immediately by Arndt. Sent back to the Lancers side, saved by Radical. Person set across for Radical, opposite hand, gets it over. And set up for Davis, blocked with the net, but falls onto the Lancers side. And Lancers now lead only by 7, 15-8. Number 1 and 24 will enter Donahue and Stark. And number 1, Donahue will serve. The back, received by Wales. Miscommunication by the Lancers, and the Hornets will bring it within 14-9. Scoreboard. Good. 4. That scoreboard's messed up. Like a lot. Set for Radical. Gets the kill off the hands of number 8 Webster, as the Lancers now lead by 5, 15-10. Service by Thompson. Received. Set up, and just gets it over is Davis. Thompson across for Radical. Tipped and drops it down. Another kill for Radical. She's probably got just about over 50 on the night. Probably going to get over 60 on the day. And this is their 5th matchup. Received. Set up and across for number 5 over the net. Tipped around, falls on the Lancers side. That was Burris who got it over. As the Lancers lead is cut down to 5, 16-11. McDonald has brought it back within 2, 15-13. They are currently serving. As number 2, Libero Harrell will serve. Received by Kazemba. Set across for Arndt, fading away, sends it opposite court. Saved. And just bumped over, saved by Kazemba. Thompson set for Carstensen. Had to come back across her body, still gets it over. And set off the net, received by Kazemba. Lancers were in the net. It was Stark who sent it over. Doesn't matter. Lancers with an error. McDonald now within 1, 14-15. Good tip over the net. Received by Wales. Saved off the net and good tip over by Radical. Saved and set across for Davis. And we're going to replay it because a ball from the McDonald court has come into play. That was off their latest kill. They have now tied it up at 15. Number 35 now serving for the lead for them. Good spot received by Carstensen. Thompson set for Carstensen off the net. Diving save. Carstensen immediately back. Off the net again. And sent over. Saved by Wales. Thompson set this time for Radical. Tipped around. Sent up. And over to the back. Saved by Kazemba. Thompson set across for Arndt. Saved again. Saved by Thompson. Carstensen set for Carstensen. Sorry, Thompson set for Carstensen as it's tipped out, and Carstensen will get the kill. Donald has now taken a 1-point lead, 16-15, for the second time this game. And Memorial has just tied it up at 16. 17-12, Lancers lead by 5. Arndt still serving. That one sent across and over by number 24 to start. And set for Radical, sent it opposite hand over the net. And good tip over, saved by Carstensen. And miscommunication by Cadott and Arndt. Neither of them could get it in time as the Lancers now lead only by 4, 17-13. Service by Davis. Too far, and the Lancers get it right back, and their 5-point lead, 18-13. McDonald has retaken a 1-point lead over Memorial, 17-16. And Radical will serve. Good spot. Running save. Sent across, fading away into the top of the net. The Lancers now lead by 6, 19-13. Been a quick one so far. Lancers just 6 points away from taking the first set. Radical still going strong. Another good spot there. Save. Sent up. And over. Running save by Radical. Set for Kazemba over the net. Dug up by Davis and set across for number 8 Webster. Thompson to Wales. Tipped around and drops down off the hands of number 24 Stark. Another kill for Rails at the point for the Lancers, and the Hornets will call their final timeout, trailing by 7, 20-13. Game still close. McDonald has risen to a 3-point lead, 19-16. Make it 17 as she sends that one too far off the sideline. Got a lot more points than us, but the top scorer just about even. Memorial serving, trailing by 2, 19-17. Cross number 2, tip, diving saves, gets it up, but can't send it over. As the Mavericks get it right back and find the 20s, leading by 3, 2017. And number 16 will serve for the Mavs, trying to extend their lead of now 3. Good spot, received, set up, and diving save by number 4. Immediately back, tip again. On the net, and saved by McDonald. We're going to head back to our game. As Max just got the kill the moment I turned it away, which ended up bringing to our game, which stalled it anyway. Max lead it by 4, 21-17. They're 4 points away from taking that one. Lancers lead it here by 7, 20-13, with Radical still serving. Lost another short one up, saved, blocked by Carstensen over the nets, and the Lancers now lead by 8, 21-13. Once again, top scores match with Max and us. Max currently at 21. As Radek sends this one into the net. And the Hornets bring it back down to 7, 21-14. 14 and 10. Davis and Madison will enter. Number 10, Davis will head back to serve. Max just got that kill on the opposite court. They now lead it by 5, 22-17. Looks like they'll finish off the Eagles fairly soon. That one drops down in the back line. That was number 7, Muldrum, who gets the kill. And the Lancers now lead only by 6, 21-15. So the back received by Radical. Off the hoop, still saved and sent over by Thompson. Good redirection by Carstensen. Now into the back, saved by Radical. The loop set for Carstensen. Good tip over, diving save, and that'll drop down. Good spot from Carstensen. Lancers now just 3 points away. Lead it by 7, 20-15. Time up on Memorial. They now trail by 6, 23-17. McDonald just 2 points away from taking that one. Serve to the back, received, sent up, and into the net. The Lancers now lead by 8, 23-15, and score almost identical in both games. Serves by Carstensen. Received, set up, and just gets it over off the hands of the Duke. As Cadott now within 7, 23-16. As Winchell will enter and will serve. Serve received by Thompson. Set for Radical, just off the net, saved. And set across for Winchell. Took around in the ceiling, saved by Radical. And Thompson will just tip it over, drops it down nicely under the line. As the Lancers now within 1, 24-16. And it'll bring it within 5 now, 23-18. It'll be number 7, Hannah Kazemba serving for the win. Lancers up by 8, 24-16. Spot, received, sent up, and into the net, and that'll do it. Lancers win it in a very short game, just a little over 15 minutes. And take it by 9, 25-16. For the last little bit of this one, McDonald still at 23. Memorial has risen to 19. Make it 20 off the latest block by the Old A's. They are now within 3, 23-20. And still filling a slim lead. Sent up to the back and drops it down. Max now just 1 point away from taking it. They lead it by 4, 24-20. And so shake things up a little bit in state rankings. Almost 20 points ahead, the Old Daves were. Not anymore if McDonald can hang on and win this one, and one more in the following two. Good tip over, saved. Set across for number 11, tipped at the net, tipped around, sent up, and from the ground, off the antenna and over. But that's not going to count, the antenna is out, and McDonald wins it by 5, 25-20. They'll have a chance to win it in the second set in about 3 minutes. Just about ready to continue play here. Lancers won the first one by 9, 25-16. We are 23-8 on the year currently. Trying to improve to 24-9. Only have possibly one more game after this before the seeding is done for the WIA tournament. Might not. Most likely, we already beat Augusta in the New Auburn tournament, or triangular. Beat them by a considerable margin, so should be able to take them out on senior night. And it should be about 25-8 when those rankings come out. If we can win this one as well, improve to 24-8. Beat Augusta as predicted, and improve to 25-8 on the year. Then we'll just have one more after that. Indy Gilmanton, who's currently last in our conference, should be able to beat them too. So we should finish the year off at about 26-8 if all goes as planned. And number 13, Cheyenne Wales will serve at the start of this first set. Lancers 7-0 in conference, only 2 conference games left. If we can beat Augusta, we will take the conference because everyone else in our conference has at least 2 losses, except for CFC, who has 1. However, we beat them, so we have the tiebreaker on them. So even if we would lose to Indy Gilmanton, still win the conference. That one received and off on the outside of the antenna. Wales will get an ace, and the Lancers now lead early 1-0. And Wales serve will go into the net as the Hornets tied up at 1. And number 1, Donahue will serve. So by Carstensen. Set for Arndt, tips to the back, sent back across. Up and over, too far. And the Lancers bring it within 1, 2-1. Service by Thompson, lunging save. Sent up and over by Harrell. Carson gonna send it over off of second hit. Sent across and finds the Lancer side. Received by Thompson, set for Radical, tipped around. And set up for Davis. Saved by Arndt, and they're going to call a lift on the Lancers. Sorry, that was from the 24 start. And number 2, Harrell will serve. See by Wales, tried to set it, dropped too fast for her to get the set in. And the Hornets will take their first lead, 3-2. By December. Set for Radical. Tipped and off to the back bleachers. As Jonathan gets another kill on the night, and the Lancer is now tied up at 3. And number 10, Thompson will serve. Good spot. Saved. Set up. And opposite corner. Saved by Wales. Radical sends it across. And someone was in the net. I believe it was the Hornets. Nope. Going to be the Lancers. As number 11, Emma will head back to serve. Sorry, number 11, Davis will head back to serve. Received by Kazemba off the floor. Set across for Radical, and she'll get another kill right between 3 Hornet defenders. And gives her team a serve right back and ties it up at 4. And Radical will now serve. Toss it over. Nope, not quite. Off the top of the net. Bounces up and onto the Lancer side. Doesn't have much for a run up there in the short court. As the Hornets took a 1-point lead, 5-4. And number 10, Davis, will head back to serve. And Williams enters for Miller enters for Radical. So the back, received by Karstensen. That lands onto the Lancer side. They all thought it was going to go over. As the Hornets now with a 1-point lead again, 5-4. So received by Williams, sideways. Wales sends it back, and Miller will tip it over. Saved and set up off the net. Too far, no touch. That was number 7, Moldrum. He can't quite land it in as Lancers tie it back up at 6. And number 8, Karstensen will serve. Good spot off the face of number 11, Davis. Ace for Karstensen. Lancers, I guess, now tied up at 6. That's scoreboards. They keep doing weird stuff. We're gonna go with tied 6-6. Karstensen now starting for the lead. Receive, set up for Harold back row. Diving saved by Williams. Karstensen sends it across, and Thompson sends it over, tipped at the net. Sent back, and fading over, received by Karstensen. Cross for Thompson. So send it straight down the middle, saved. And tipped over by Webster. Set for Wales, blocked the net, saved by Wales. Thompson running, cannot get it over. Sorry, that was Williams. Diving attempt, can't get it over. As the Hornets take a 1-point lead, 7-6. McDonald only a slim lead, 5-4 over Memorial, who has a must-win game on their hands and just gave up that point. And a tip too far. McDonald now leads by 2. Received by Karstensen. Wales set for Miller into the net. And the Hornets now lead by 2, 8-6. They're going to try to pull away. They're also in a must-win game. Memorial gets a nice kill there and brings it back to 1. See if we can do that same thing here. Karstensen set for Wales. Good tip over. Saved. Set up. And tipped at the net. Saved by Kazemba. Karstensen across for Wales. And double hit on Karstensen. As the Hornets bring it within. Extend it to 3. 9-6. Memorial just tied it up at 6 against McDonald. Karstensen set for Thompson. Good tip over. Ends up being caught by number 14, Mathiasen. The Lancers bring it back within 2, 9-7.
Let's go,
and number 7, Hannah Alexander will serve. Good spot. And sent back in, but too far. The breachers, Summer gets an ace, and the Lancers are now within 1, 9-8. Sent up for Harold over the net, received by Kazemba. Back set for Thompson, corner, drops it down nicely. Good kill by Thompson, and the Lancers have now tied it up at 9.
Nice job,
The big run by the Hornets is now gone. Lancers trying to go an even bigger run and trying to pick up a slim lead. Good spot, saved. Set across. And blocked by Karstensen into her own side of the net. Sorry, Arndt. As the Lancers bring it back, but not quite enough. Cadott still has a little bit of a lead left. Now at 1. Received by Williams. Set for Arndt. And this time blocked onto Cadott's side of the net by number 10, Davis. And number 13, Wales will serve for the lead as Radical re-enters. Game tied at 10. Memorial currently leading by 1. Nope, tied at 8. And a must-win game for them. Harold can't quite send it over on to receive as Wales will now serve with a 1-point lead, 11-10.
Keep him coming.
Good spot, save. Set tied up. And tipped over. Zemba's out of the attempt, can't save it. As the Hornets ties back up at 11. And McConnell takes a slim lead, 9-8. Issue that's been resolved. And Cadott will serve. Received by Carstensen. Set for Radical fading away. And set back across for the 24 start. And set for Radical, who will just bump it over. Saved. To the back. Tip as the Lancers now lead it by 1, 12 to 11. Ball in the court. And Thompson will serve again. Into the net. And the Hornets tie back up at 12. That one too far. The Lancers now lead it by 1, 13-12, halfway to a set-2 victory and a game win. Serves by Arndt. It'll be an ace. Miscommunication by Harold and Davis. As the Lancers now lead by 2, 14-12.
Good job, Audrey.
Back, received by Davis. Harrell sends it up. And sends high to the ceiling. Doesn't touch. Received by Miller. That finds the way over. Saved by Miller. Some stays on the Lancer side. And sent across for Radical, who was hit in the back by a ball from the Memorial McDonald game. And Memorial is currently leading by 2, 12-10. Serves to the back. Received by Harrell. Set. Tipped off the hands. Mark can't send it back. Ends up missing it. As the Hornets have now tied it up at 14. Sorry, they now trail by 1, 14-13. And Davis will serve. Lending saved by Ksemba. That finds the way over. Saved by Harrell. And just tipped over by Webster. Set for Miller fading away. Saved. And set across. Miller in the net. As the Hornets now tied up at 14. And Davis will now serve for the lead. Radical. Set for Radical off the net. Saved by Wales. Sent up. And Carstensen will send it right down onto the line. Beautiful kill from Carstensen. And keeps the Lancers with a 1-point lead. 15-14. Service by Radical. Back, received. Sent across, fading away. Blocked by Carstensen onto the Lancer side. As the Hornets tie back up at 15. As Davis will enter and Davis will serve. Serve off hands of Radical and straight down. H for the Hornets. They lead it by 1, 16-15. And Williams will enter for Radical. Received by Williams. Set for Wales. Good tip to the corner. Saved. Sent across and over opposite corner. Saved by Williams. Sorry, Ksemba. Diving saved by Carstensen and sent over by Wales. Good tip over the head. Saved by Williams. sends it across for Kazemba, fading away, lost it to the back. Saved and set up for the break. He sends it too far. Nope, and the save drops down the line. So there's Webster who sends it over and gives the Hornets a 2-point lead, 17-15. Memorial currently leading by 3, 16-13 in their game. Usually by Carson back over. So the cross, opposite corner. Down 2, drops onto the line. As the Hornets now lead by 3, 18-15. And timeout is called by the Lancers. Cadott in a must-win game. They currently lead it by 3. Memorial 2 in a must-win game. They only lead it by 2, 16-14. As number 4 from McDonald head back to serve. Receive. Send across. 4-2. Blocked the net. And drops down on the Memorial side. McDonald back within 1. 16-15. Set, took the connect, sent across, and over by number 11, running save. Tip back, too high. And an in the net from Memorial, as the Max now tie it up at 16. Back from our timeout, Lancers currently trailing by 3, 18-15. McDonald's made a comeback, see if we can do the same. Set across for Wales. Good spot, saved. Carroll sends it up and sent over. Good spot. Brings along the net as number 14, Tyson. He got that one over. And the Max just took a 1-point lead, 17-16. 4-point lead for the Hornets. To the back, received by Williams. Carstensen fading into the bench and sent over. Off the net, and it'll go to the Lancers. Carstensen jumps into the Lancer bench to save it, and it pays off as the Lancers bring back within 3. Memorial ties it up at 17. Carstensen's got some work to do. That's a good way to start off for the bleachers. It's saved and sent over. That was going out. It was close, but I believe that would have landed just a little bit offside. Sideline. Saved it almost off the bleachers. Almost ran into him. Had to one-hand it just along the edge of him. As the Hornets now lead by 4, 20-16. Serve received by Kazemba. Set for Wales. Good spot. High to the ceiling. Off the tarp. And tarp is out of play. As it would have been sent into the opposite game had it not hit the tarp. And the Lancers bring it down to 3, 2017. Will serve, gonna need a few here to keep it close down the stretch. As Memorial just tied it up at 18, they're in a close one. Max a chance to win it in 2 sets if they can win the close one. As Kazemba will serve, trying to make a comeback here. Received, sent up, and just tipped over, saved by Arndt. Carstensen set for Arndt to the back, saved. Sent up and over to the back, too far. Lancers now within 2, 2018. And Kazemba will serve again. Good spot by Memorial on the opposite court. They take a 1-point lead. Oh, they tie it up, sorry, 19-19. Good spot, lunging save. Sent up and over fading away. Once again, too far. As the Lancers bring it down to 1, 2019. Take a 1-point lead on their latest kill as we head to timeout by Cadott. Game's identical. McDonald up by 1, 2019. Cadott up on us, 2019. McDonald won the first one. Cadott lost the first one. About the only difference there. As McDonald will serve with a 1-point lead. Good spot, received. Set up and over off the net. Saved. And set back to number 11. Kick. Sent up. And across for number 17, corner, too far. And the Max now lead by 2, 21-19. See if they can finish that one off. Let's head into the close. McDonald in charge. And they will continue to serve. Good spot, save. Sent up. And over. Running save by number 11. Set back from number 9, fading away. And drops it down onto the line again. McDonald now leads by 3. 22-19 as we head back to our game. The Lancers currently on a comeback run, trailing by 1, 20-19, hoping for 1 or 2 more, at least 1 more, to bring it back even and tied. Received, sent up, and blocked at the net by Arns, but on to the Lancers side. It's hard to tell from this angle. It's hard from the back. It's so far away. As the Hornets now lead by 2, 21-19. And number 8 Webster will serve. Received by Williams. Set for Thompson. Sends that one straight into the net. As Cadott now leads by 3, 22-19. As does McDonald over Memorial, 22-19. Make it 23-19. Received by Williams. That one finds its way over. Saved. Set up. And over. Received by Kazemba. Carson set across for Arndt. Good spot. Saved. Harrell sends it up. And Webster sends it over. Tipped. Saved by Kazemba and off to the opposite court. As Cadott now leads by 4, 23-19, as does McDonald as they head to timeout on the opposite court. And Cadott looking to finish this one off and send us to a third set. That one on the opposite side of the antenna. Lancers bring it back within 3 to 23-20. We need a few here to make it a little bit easier if we can get it back at 24. Hoping for at least 2 or 3. Our best serve, number 13, Wales at the line. Good spot. Awkward receive. And sends its way over the net, off the hands of Carsonson, and drops down. And Cadott now just 1 point away from sending us to a third set. Back, received by Wales. Down set for Radical over the back. Drops it down on the line. Little kill for Radical on the Lancers within 3 now. 24-21. Thompson again to the back. Saved. Radical sends it straight back down. Somehow saved from the floor and sent over. Received by Wales. Thompson set for Carson off the net. Saved by Wales. Carson just didn't want to set it, I guess. And the Lancers leads it by 4, 25-21. As we have a third and final for 15 in about 3 minutes. McDonald 1 point away from taking this one. Somehow sends that back, but not over the net. And Memorial going to get one last chance to try to hold their title as top 10 in state. Number 17 serving, trailing by 3, 24-21. Each 3 straight to keep the game going. Across for number 9. Tipped and off, not coming back. As Max will win the Altoona tournament. Only game loss to Memorial in pool play. Gets revenge, beats them here. And they will be moving up in the state rankings after taking out the number 7 team in state. McDonald was 34 after the performance tonight. We'll probably move on up. And to try to move on up as well. Lost only 2 games so far. Won only 2 games. 2 game wins over Altoona and Baldwin Woodville, both of whom were ahead of us in state rankings. Both of our losses, teams who were also ahead of us, that was Hudson and Unity. Trying to finish off here tonight against Cadott. 2 losses and too bad. All these schools way bigger than we are. Way better in the state rankings. See if we can at least get a winning record out of here. We won 2 tournaments on the year. Came in 3rd in one, 4th in another. Trying to see if we can at least end this one strong and take 9th place. Nope. 8th place. No, 9th place in this tournament. Usually we'll drop to 10th place. That is a conclusion of the Memorial McDonald game. No more games here tonight besides this one that's just about to finish up here. We are in our third and final set between Lancers and Hornets. Lancers won the first set by 9, 25-16. Lost the second set 25-21 by 4. And see if we can take our third set. We've won every single third set we've played today. Against Altoona, that was the game we won. Baldwin, the game we won. And this one, still untold. Have not yet won a game 2-0, which isn't surprising. All these teams really good. Not much of an easy matchup for anyone here tonight. As the Lancers will try to finish this one off. It's anybody's game at the moment. Most of the momentum on the Cadott side. Lancers played very well in these 3 sets. As number 8 Webster will start off the serving. Received by Radical. Carsonson set for Arndt to the back. Tipped around from the ground. Couldn't quite kick it over as the Lancers lead it early 1-0. And number 13 Wales now serving with a 1-point lead. Set back for Harrell over the net. Saved by Kazemba. Carsonson set for Radical. Tipped. Saved. And set across for Webster. Received off to the bleachers by Wales, and the Hornets will tie it up at 1. Serve received by Kazemba. Set across for Radical, tipped to the net, saved by Thompson. Sent over by Arndt. Diving save off to the wall. Arndt gets kill. Lancers now lead it by... So Lancers now tied up at 2. Served by Thompson, just off the net, saved. And set across. Tipped over, saved by Radical. Sorry, Thompson. Sent up for Radical. Who bumps that one too far off the sideline as Cadott now leads by 1, 3-2. Service by Harrell. Received by Wales. Arndt sends it across, and Radical will tip it over. Harrell sends it across for Davis. Blocked beneath the net by Arndt. And received by Arndt on the opposite side. Tipped over by Radical. Saved. And set up for number 24, blocks the net on the Lancer side. That was Stark. He's going to get credited for the kill there as Cadott now leads by 2, 4-2. And number 2, Harrell will serve. Received by Wales. Sent up and over by Carsonson. Tipped around. Sent back. And over by Harrell. Received by Kazemba. Thompson set across for Arndt into the nets. As the Hornets now lead by 3, 5-2. And a timeout by the Lancers early. The winner-take-all game. They need this win. If not, they're probably going to end up 25-9 on the season instead of 26-8. In the first set, dropped the second set, now currently trailing in the third set by 3, 5-2. Lancers need this win to get 25 wins on the year. If not, they're only going to get 24 if they can beat Augusta and Gilmanton in their final 2 games this week. Service by Harrell. Received by Wales. Set across for Radical. Tipped, saved. And set across for Davis fading away. Tipped along the net. And Arndt sends it back off the antenna. as the Lancers now trail by 4, 6-2. Received by Wales. Set for Radical, and she's going to get the kill. Beautiful one, tipped around, finds the floor. Brings the Lancers back to 3, 6-3. And number 10, Arndt will serve. We need a few to keep it close. Good spot, saved. Set across. Blocked at the net by Leduc and drops it down. Good block by Leduc. Lancers within 2, 6-4. Start out a bit rough. See if they can get something going here. Currently trailing now by only 2. And foot fault by Arndt. Not even going to get a chance out of play as the Hornets take a 3-point lead, 7-4. Received by Radical. Thompson set for Radical. Drops that one down again. Another kill from Radical. Gives it to the Lancers right back. They're now within 2, 7-5. And Radical will now head back to serve. Good spot, received. And tipped over, saved by Carstensen. Wales sends it back. And Carstensen will send it over to the back. Saved and set up for start. Tipped at the net by Wales. Saved. And Leduc will tip it over. Saved by Harrell. Set across, just tipped over. And Lancers in the net. And number 10, Davis will enter and will serve, leading by 3, 8-5. Received by Carstensen, finds his way over. Saved and set over to the back, saved by Radical. Thompson set for Wales, blocked at the net, but out as the Lancers bring it down to 2, 8-6. And Carstensen will serve, trying to bring it back closer from 2. Going for at least 1 or 2 here. Good spots, and ace under the nets. Good serve by Carstensen. Lancers within 1, 8-7. Serve received by Harrell. Set across. And can't be sent back over. Oh, they're saying it was tipped by the Lancers. So they'll get another chance at it as Wales going to tip it over. Saved. Set up. And over to the back. Too far. And the Lancers have now tied it up at 8. Now with a chance for the lead. Carstensen serving for it. Good spot. Saved by Harrell. Set. Received by Kazemba off the ceiling. Radical sends it back. And Kazemba sends it over to the back corner. Good save by the Lancers. Can they pull it out? Set off the net. That was probably not tipped. Going to be saved and sent over by Harrell. Leduc can't get to it in time. As the Lancers now trail by 1, 9-8. There's no way she tipped that. That was off the net. It should have been 4 hits. Winchell will serve, leading by 1, 9-8. That one into the net, and the Lancers get it right back. Game tied at now 9. And number 7, Kazemba, in her final tournament, and now in her senior year, will serve, trying to give him a lead. Set up, and tipped over, saved by Carstensen. Thompson across, and Arndt will send it over. Diving save, gets it up, and can't be returned. Lancers take a 1-point lead, 10-9. And Kazemba will serve again. Good spot, received, set up, and blocked, but onto the Lancers side by Arndt as the Hornets tied up at 10, and now they have a chance to serve for the lead. It'll be number 8, Webster. Received by Radical. Carstensen set for Arndt. Good tip over. Saved. And set up for Webster again. Tip, saved by Kazemba. Over, sent immediately back, saved by Wales. Radical sends it up. And Wales will send it over to the corner. Saved by Harrell. Set. tipped by Arlington too far. And now the Hornets with a 1-point lead, 11-10. Lancers need to get this point back to maintain the tie. Davis trying to extend the lead. Received by Carstensen. Wales up, and Arndt will tip it over, drops it down. Arndt gets the kill, and the Lancers tie it back up at 11, as Wales will now serve for the lead. Good spot, saved. Set across for Davis, blocked at the net by Arndt. Set across and just tipped over, saved by Carstensen. Thompson can't get to it in time. Now we're going to set over for Radical, blocked at the net, and dropped onto the line. As the Hornets tie it up, take a 1-point lead, 12-11. And Donahue will serve with a 1-point lead, 11-12. Lancers need to get this one back. Received by Carstensen. Thompson sets it up for Radical. Tipped. Saved. And sent across. That one received by Wales. Finds his way over and drops it onto the line. Wales just gets it enough in. And the Lancers are going to tie it up at 12.
Go, Leah!
And that'll be number 4, Thompson serving for the lead. Both teams trading points, staying even. A little bit in favor of the Hornets right now. Thompson trying to change that. Received. Good tip overs. Tipped. Saved. And Radical going to send it over. Too far. Almost touched by Harrell. As the Hornets now lead it by 1, 13-12. They get this point. They might be able to finish it off. Lancers once again continuing to play defense. Back on their heels. That one drops down under the line. And that just might about do it as the Hornets with a 2-point lead and just 1 point away from taking the final point. Serves by Harrell, received by Wales. Set for Radical, good tip over. Saved. Sent back. And over too far. And Lancers going to get one last chance. They're trailing by 1, 14-13. Need to get this point to keep it going. They'll be number 10, Arndt, serving 14-13. Hornets just need one more. Good spot by the Lancers. Saved. And tipped over, saved by Radical. Thompson set for Radical. Diving save by Harrell. And set across. Tipped over, blocked, and falls on to out of play on the Hornets side. Game now tied at 14. And here we go. It's going to be a close one as Arndt serving in a crucial point. Winner of this point will decide who will serve for the win. Set back for Davis, opposite corner, saved by Thompson. Arndt sends it up, and Radical will tip it over. Good spot, running saved by Harrell. Set across for Davis, blocked at the net, off the net, and sent over. Received by Carstensen. Thompson set for Radical, drops it down on the line. Right on the hands of number 4, Webster, and the Lancers out with a chance to win it. They've come all the way back multiple times and are 1 point away from taking it and improving to 3-2 in tournament play. Timeout by the Hornets. Lancers lead it by 1, 15-14. Game on the line. Hornets been leading this whole game. Lancers made multiple comebacks. This is the big one here. They're leading it by 1, 15-14. Currently on a 3-0 run. Arndt leading them for a win here. Arndt for the win. Received. Radical sends it right back over. Saved off the net. Tipped up. And Lancers were in the net. Didn't even need to be there. It was on the Hornet side as the Hornets now tied back up at 15. And there'll be Davis serving. Game tied. Received by Wales. Set for Radical. Tipped into the net. And apparently was not touched by the Hornets. And now they'll get a chance to serve for the win. 16-15. Davis for the win. Received by Wales. Set for Radical. And that'll be a kill off the face of Davis. And the Lancers stay alive once more. Both teams have could have a chance to win it. Cadott with 2, Lancers only with 1. Game tied at 16. Number 12, Radical now serving.
There you go.
Good spot, received. And set up. Corner, saved by Radical. Semba over for Wales. Can't get it over. As the Hornets now with 3 chances. Their 3rd chance to win it. As number 10, Davis will enter. Hornets with a 1-point lead, 17-16. Lancers must get this point to keep the game going. Hornets trying to end it out in their 3rd chance. To the back, received by Radical. Luke sends it back, and Carson will just send it over. Good save by the Lancers. Just tipped over, and trips over the hands of Kazemba. And that'll do it. Hornets win it 18-16 by 2. And the Lancers fall to 2-3 on the tournament and 23-9 on the year. Sorry, 22-9 on the year. Final games Tuesday at Augusta for senior night and Thursday away at Indy Gilmanton. Lancers finished the tournament 10th out of 12. Hope you enjoyed the game.